guys. Coming up. What is up, everybody? And thank you. You were just tuned in to Real Labs right here on Real Radio 104.1. I will be your host tonight. That's right. My name is James, formerly the host of a TV show we like to call The Lowdown, and another show that was going to come out that shall not be named because I don't want to get canceled. Now, we got a great show for you guys. We are your nightcap comedy. Thank you guys for being here with us each and every night, Monday through Thursday at 9 p.m. First up on my panel today, we got Mr. Guy Tori's little brother, aka the South Got Something to Say, aka Cuter Than James, aka the Godfather of Orlando comedy, the one, the only, Mr. Ken Miller's in the house. Ken, how you doing, bro?
Bam, dab on him.
man.
Booyah. I'm good, son. You know what I'm saying? What I say? Live long and prosper, baby. Bam.
Bro,
Dab it
with a
on him,
dab
bro.
now? With a
Dab
dab?
on him, man. I had a good time with you this weekend, my brother. I'm glad I got to come out and kick it with you, man. I
Thank
had
you.
no shows. Came hung out with James. James was featuring at the Orlando Funny Bone. I also got to see Will Mills headline. Will Mills did his thing, man. Great show. And dude, this is a good weekend, man. You know, I ain't have the worry or the pressures of having to headline a show. All I had to do is go do 7 minutes and sit my ass down somewhere.
There you
So
go.
I was pretty happy with that.
There you
man.
go.
Good weekend for Orlando comedy, bro.
Shout out to Mr. Ken Miller and Krista over at the Improv. We got a last minute show, literally 3 hours before showtime.
Bro,
Hey, man.
hey, what you doing tonight?
I'm like, what you want to do? You want to go out? Yeah. Want to go out to the Improv? You get on stage?
What you doing tonight, bro? Oh, my
Yeah.
God. And it's hard to get you hot last minute.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Because James is a booked and busy comic. Or, you know, when you're not booked, it's like, well, I'm about to hang out with my family this weekend. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
what I'm
James like,
on.
I'm about to hang out with my wife this weekend.
Yeah.
So
And when you asked me, you called me on what I say to you.
Let me ask Michelle.
That's right.
and I get
Michelle
right
said,
back to you, yo.
And Michelle said, yes, go open for him, and I'm going with you. So, yeah, all right, mama, that's it. Also, I'd be remiss if I didn't actually mention the guy, the myth, the legend, a really good friend of all of ours, man. One of the most generous people that I know. He's a comedian as well. He curates comic books. He's a lawyer. He is our official sponsor from the law offices of Kaufman and Lynn. Y'all give it up for my brother from another mother, Mr. Jeff Kaufman. How you doing, bro?
Jeff Kaufman.
You know, I'm good. I didn't get to see you guys last week because I was in Vegas.
Yes, bro. Vegas knows you. Like
that's
Vegas
your second home, bro. It's like your second home.
Yeah, I love Vegas, man. But I ran out of shows, so I have to see like the ones that I would never see. I've seen it all. It's like and that's the problem because then you're stuck. You go, what do we got left? The only thing I had left was Donny Osmond.
Donny Osmond.
Donny Osmond.
Talking about the Technicolor Jesus coat, dude?
Yes. Yeah.
Wow.
You know, how do you know Broadway, but you don't know Disney from Mulan? I don't know.
That is funny you knew that, Ken. That is actually
he knew
funny,
Broadway.
Man.
What kind of nonsense?
I pulled that out the air, bro.
Hey. No, let me ask you this,
know
Jeff.
That's the right name for it, bro.
The Technicolor jacket or whatever it's called.
It was Joseph. It was was red and yellow and green. He was a beast. He wants
where is he playing in Vegas?
He is playing at, I believe it's at Harrah's. He's on the main stage at Harrah's. So he's been there for like 15 years, and it's the only show I didn't see. And I'll tell you what, I bet you two don't know this. The Osmonds inspired the Jackson 5.
Yes, I knew that.
Without Donny Osmond, there would have been no Michael Jackson.
That's right. That was the answer to the White Osmonds. That's what it was, man.
And what people don't know is he got offered Ben first.
It just came back to me.
Yeah.
Just y'all talking about that. The idea. Okay, we'll talk about
we'll keep in a little bit. Okay, that's so funny.
I'm sorry.
But we got to talk about that for just a second, Jeff. Why were you in Vegas? What was the real reason?
I had to meet with Joe and Margaret, and I ran the Las Vegas half marathon.
God bless you, half marathon, bro.
Yeah, I just got my foot. You know, I just got surgery, so
that's why I'm like, what are you doing?
My dumb ass was like going, I paid for it, you know. I want you to know the creepiest thing in the world. I got the creepiest Vegas story. It says they had nothing left. I said, well, let me look, and there was this magic show called Wizards and Warlocks. What is that? And I paid for it. I had a buddy and his girlfriend come, and it was like this magic show in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, it was off the strip. I walk in, it was just us, some dude and just us. I mean, I thought we were going to be murdered in this place.
Good God. It was basically some dude with like a bartender, basically. You want to see a magic trick?
And he's been performing for like 60 years in Vegas. And he goes, I call this close-up magic, and he was standing a foot from us doing everything. You know, all the stuff you see away in TV, and you're going, and he was beyond good. And I'm sitting here just watching everything going, how am I not seeing this?
And where was he playing?
It was one of the coolest shows I've ever seen in Vegas.
Where was he playing? Like the Waffle House? Like where?
It was this weird strip mall, and I get a text from him that night. He goes, just park in the back, and I'll open the door for you. And I was like going, I'm getting killed. There was no doubt. And the people with me were like, Jeff, this is sketchy. I said, I know, but trust me, it'll be cool.
He was doing tricks.
I was lying. I was lying my ass off. Trust me, it'll be cool. I didn't know what it was going to be. But it wound up. They walked out of there. Jeff, this was the coolest thing I ever saw. And as I'm running the marathon the next night, he's on the side of the road as I go by him. I like waved at him.
Stop, bro. That's too much. He doing the tricks like pull my finger.
Yeah, he was like, yeah, running. He was German too, so
see like that.
The missing thumb. That's
my goodness. Hey man, while you was out, well, you've already seen Wu-Tang, so because you know they got a residency out there, and
they're starting next week. Both of them and New Edition start. They hadn't started yet.
But
people have been posting videos of them performing in Vegas.
You mean like last week, maybe? I mean, like I've been back for about a week. So
yeah, it was like a week ago. Yeah,
because they started right after I left.
Oh,
but I would love to see New Edition.
Me too,
man.
For real.
Let me tell y'all something. Hey, I don't be mad at me, yo. Diddy Bad Boy 20-year reunion is the greatest concert I have ever seen in my life. I know Diddy in trouble, but I gotta get that's the greatest concert I've ever seen in my life. But number 2. New Edition with Bobby Brown.
That good,
bro.
Ooh.
It was so good. Now, you talking about 2-3 hours of music?
Yeah, at least.
And then they crammed it into like an hour and 30. Because Charlie Wilson did an hour, and you don't know how much music Charlie Wilson got.
Uncle Charlie,
Uncle Charlie, Gap Band, Uncle Charlie, bro.
Man.
I got Jodeci, Uncle Charlie, and New Edition, bro.
Can you lying,
bro?
Where was I at?
Dog, that's the one
he took his wife for a special night. I thought it was in Tampa somewhere.
That's right, man.
No, this one was you're right. That was Tampa. We invited y'all to when they came here, when New Edition was here. And it was a great, bro. It was real good, bro.
I can't go to Wu-Tang without you two.
That's true. You know, we all gotta go.
I gotta have my bodyguards with me.
Squad up, man. Hey,
squad up.
I'm just thinking about New Edition. What would they end on? What's the finale song?
Can You Stand the Rain?
The Rain. Okay.
You got to do Can You Stand the Rain. What was great is they come out with the early hits. They're all together. Yeah. And then they branch off. They branch off, and then Johnny comes out and does his thing. And then they come back. He does. He do my, his hits.
Does Ralph
Rub You the Right Way. Yeah,
okay.
So they come in. So they'll come in, then they'll do another New Edition set, and then BBD will come, and then they'll do another New Edition set. Then Ralph Transvet. Okay,
that's 3. That's 4 concerts in one, then,
bro. And then you got to give Bobby 30.
Yeah, true.
A minimum of 30. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Like, wow. Okay. Damn, that's a good one.
It's a crazy, and I've seen Frankie Beverly and Maze probably 5 times.
Yeah, you have.
And I never get tired. I've seen New Edition twice now. And I don't get tired of that concert, bro.
So they're gonna be there over there for a minute, then. So man, I really
don't know, Jeff. How long does those residencies last? I don't
know. Some of them have been there forever. I mean, some of these guys stay a long time. But you never know.
And we got comedy residencies out in Vegas, man. Terry Fader was out there for a minute.
What's your brother?
Your boy Priest is playing at I think Caesars. I saw him up on
Preacher.
I saw him up on one of the big Preacher was up on one of the
Caesars Palace.
Yeah. What's George Wallace? George Wallace been out there
show. I saw George Wallace a couple times play in Vegas. Yeah. He was great.
Yeah, he's been out there for a while, man. I've never been to a show when I've been in Vegas twice.
Man, I love
once
shows
for
out
comedy, there. And once I went when I was working in the White House. And I got to go to a party that was DJed by DJ Kid Capri.
Mm-hmm. Nice.
But I never, I didn't do any shows, man. I always tell myself, I always regretted when during my military White House days, all the places I went to, I didn't
Hang
stuff.
out.
Yeah, I was one of them. I'm gonna stay in the room.
You're
boy.
young. You were young. You didn't know.
I will
I
tell
ain't
you,
know no better.
Jeff will tell you also, man, Vegas has some really good restaurants. Like there's some
yeah.
quality food out in Vegas. Can I recommend going to great restaurants of famous chefs and make it a thing where like you just gonna treat yourself and go to some Cirque shows? That's what me and my wife love.
Every chef has 7 restaurants. There.
Yes.
Every major guy,
Bro.
like Gordon Ramsay, has 7.
Oh,
every Bobby Flay has 6. I mean,
Yes.
they're just
Guy
everywhere.
Fieri has, yeah.
Like
bro.
yeah.
My favorite restaurant is by Gordon Ramsay. It's called Steak. Just one word. It is phenomenal, bro. It's stupid. It costs a crazy amount, but it's gonna be a meal you never forget, Ken.
That's good.
Go out there and try it.
I eat a good meal, bro.
Yeah,
I eat
quality
a good
meal. I'll
meal.
pay for it.
you.
But
Yeah,
Jeff, you go to Vegas a lot. What I hear a lot of people say like 2-3 days is it for them. Are you like that when it come to Vegas?
I can't
or
do
you be
2,
like,
3
man,
days. Are you kidding me? I'd be like, man, I can't get on this plane. I'd say a minimum you got to do 4 nights. Minimum 4 nights.
I can't do
because
more
you got to eat, you got to go to shows.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to walk around. If you've never been to Vegas, I mean, there's a lot to see.
Amen.
And I have favorite restaurants I go to. I have favorite restaurants off the strip I go to.
what's your favorite? What's your hotel of choice when you're there?
Well, it depends. I'd like to stay at Paris because I like gambling there. But if I was just going for the look of a hotel, I'd want the Bellagio where I looked out my window and could see the fountain.
That's right.
But for me hanging out and gambling, it's Paris because I don't like Caesars. Is too many people.
It's tourist.
Everyone's all over you, man.
It's all.
But I go there. I go to Gordon Ramsay has a burger place there. It's called the Pub or something. I have the Pub burger there. It's the best burger in Vegas.
I would agree with that.
I have favorite nonsense.
Gordon Ramsay, he don't miss when it comes to his food. He don't miss. Ken out there, delicious.
I think when I went with the Prayers, I think we stayed in the Venetian.
That's a nice one. Venetian's
I think we stayed in the Venetian, but when I went out there for comedy, we were off the strip.
That doesn't.
I can't remember. It was the World Series of Comedy. They had I can't remember the name of that hotel that they had the World Series of Comedy at, but you stayed in. It was a hotel, but it was off the strip. But yeah, I've only been there twice, man. Like I said, once for a comedy and once during my military days. And I don't remember having I had more fun comedy wise because I'm with a bunch of comics.
That's what
you know what I mean. Like we were having a good time.
Mm-hmm.
But my military wise, I remember going to a lot of parties late at night because they were like, "Hey, Secret Service is here," and you got a little flip top. So we're showing the flip top to get into all the parties and clubs and stuff.
That's funny.
Listen. I saw some of the best comedians I've seen out there. I saw George Carlin at the MGM. Mm-hmm. I saw. I've seen Kevin James. I saw Ray Romano. Jay Leno.
Man,
I don't want to say David Spade, but I saw David Spade out there. But I mean,
I like David Spade, man. I'm not mad at that.
Let me tell you, Jay Leno, dog. Yeah. I saw Jay Leno do a monologue before his monologue when we went out to the Late Show.
Yeah,
and it was. I'm like, yo, why you didn't do that at the monologue?
Yeah. Why didn't you do that?
Yo, it was so fun. This was way before I started doing comedy, bro. It was hilarious, bro. I was like, that dude's funny because I hated his monologues. But like as a comic,
I get it.
Oh my goodness,
yeah, he's funny. But
bro, it was amazing, bro. His monologue, I'm like, nah. But his comedy before the monologue on the show started, it was killer, bro.
Nice. Hey, Kevin James, I don't think anybody's given him his props.
No,
I watched Kevin James do this thing where he just did this thing to a song, and it's like him shopping at the grocery. And I mean, he went 10 minutes without saying a word, and we were losing our mind.
Hey, y'all, don't go anywhere. We'll be right back right here on Real Laughs, Real Radio 104.1. Back, everybody. You are still listening to Real Laughs right here on Real Radio 104.1. I'm your host tonight, Mr. James John, joined in virtual studio with some really good friends of mine. We got Ken, aka Guy Torrey's little brother, and we got Jeff Kaufman from the law offices of Kaufman and Lynn. I got to remind you guys, if you are not following us on social media, we need you guys to do that sooner than later. That's right. I need you to go to Instagram and follow us. I need you to go to Facebook and follow us. And don't forget to go to YouTube. That's right. You guys can like, subscribe, comment, share all this hilarity that we give you each and every week so we can keep this party going. Guys, I wanted to bring up something real quick. I went to the doctor for the first time this year, right? and you got to fill out the new paperwork if you're coming back, right? And make sure your address is the same and all your information has not changed. And it had me fill out my emergency contact. Now, I've always had the same emergency contact, but I got to thinking, and I wanted to ask you guys, do y'all have an emergency contact person? Do you have one, and who is it? Are you allowed to say?
Yeah, it's my wife.
Okay, it's your wife. Okay, that's your default person. Okay,
it's my default person, which is funny because I'm my brother Dwayne's emergency contact, and he in North Carolina. I'm like, I don't know how I'm getting here.
yeah, I'm here.
I'm getting here, but hey, man, hey, I'm gonna bring up a StreamYard or something happened to my brother. But like, yo, y'all log in to the StreamYard, bro.
Now, let me ask you a question, Ken. Before it was your wife, who was it?
My ex-wife.
But but when y'all got divorced, who was it after that though? Still her?
No, actually, no. It was
the
my
manager at
brother.
Popeyes. What are we talking about?
Yeah, right. It was my brother. It was
your
brother.
brother.
When I got divorced, my brother, we made each other our emergency contacts, which was funny because we don't live
anywhere
in the
near
same
each other.
state. You know what I'm saying?
So,
but at the same time, now that I wasn't married, I was like, well, I need somebody to let my family know what's going on because I'm 3 states away.
Yeah, you are.
So, but yeah, I'm his emergency contact, bro, and I'm his beneficiary. So,
oh wow.
But you know who my original emergency contact was?
Who?
Bam, son, my mama.
Wow. So, if y'all can't see at home, if you're not watching on YouTube, Ken is holding up his mom's ashes.
The ashes, dust to dust, baby.
Wow. Oh my gosh. Ken holds up his mom's ashes like it's a Snickers commercial, not going anywhere.
Bro, when I die, go to heaven, my mama gonna beat
whoop
my
your,
ass,
she gonna
bro.
whoop your ass, Ken.
I love how he automatically assumes he's going up. I love
he's going. He going.
I'm a very astute Christian, Jeffrey.
Oh wow.
He apologizes every Sunday. That's
there you go.
I really be like, God, I'm sorry. James had me drinking last night.
I am always the fall guy. Am I not?
Hey man, James had me steal a bottle of liquor this weekend, bro.
That's a good story, by the way.
Well, that's just because James can't afford it right now. That's not his
I
fault,
sure
man.
can. I sure can. Here's what happened, man. Well, we got to shout this guy out for being so nice. Jeff, I wish you were home so you could have been there hanging with us. I got to open up for Chris Porter, who I'm a fan of. He was on season 4 of Last Comic Standing. He's a really
funny dude.
One of the funniest dudes we know, and one of the most down-to-earth, humble, just generous people that I've ever met, dude. When I did my set, I got off stage, he hugged me. Like, cause he watched, like he pays attention, dude.
Wow,
just
that's nice.
A good guy, and just
Even
told us
you
to
guys
come
haven't
and
hugged me when I get off stage. God.
I'm next time I see you, buddy. You got a big one coming your way. Man. That's right, man. Coming, full on the lips, coming your way. There you go, man. So I got to give the improv credit. They put a spread out now for if you headlining, like that's my goal. I want a headline, not for the money. I want the food. Yeah. When you headline, they got a whole charcuterie board now.
They got a little extra change because they ain't got that name no more.
It's a funny bone now. That's right, man.
They can afford cheese.
That's right. We can afford that good cheese, man. Before they had government cheese, and I had to slice it myself. Remember that?
Albertson cheese plates.
You got to slice that with a katana blade. That blade from Ninja Scroll, baby, with Jubei Kibajami.
That's hilarious, man. So yeah, he actually told us, hey, I don't want this food to go to waste. Y'all eat all this food. So they gave us to-go boxes, and we all had a fruit tray, all kinds of nice stuff.
Crackers, everything.
Yeah. It was so good. It was so nice, man. So I just want to shout him out. There might have been a bottle of libation.
Might have been a bottle of Don Julio 1492 that walked up out the green room. And the next morning, somebody might have called the GM and apologized, and the GM said it's okay. Somebody might have also called the assistant manager, apologized, it's okay. And somebody also might have wrote a very nice worded message to the headliner saying, hey, if that was disrespectful, my bad. His bad. Yeah, his bad. Even though he was like, man, do you? He still was like, hey, man, he kind of overstepped his boundaries in your green room running out with stuff. And so,
He might have also remembered he's done a show with a lawyer for 3 years and never to say anything. That's what I'm listening to. Yeah.
We messed it up, Ken.
You
Ken, we
learned
messed it
nothing.
man.
You learned nothing from me.
I haven't learned nothing, big dog.
I will say that though, one of the nicest guys. If you guys
human
don't
beings on the
support
planet.
Chris Porter
Nice
or
human
know who you're talking about, go to Netflix right now. That dude is that funny and such a nice
what
guy.
was making me and James so mad that the dude is knocked down, drag out funny, and we had to sell dollar tickets, bro. Like it's crazy, dude. Like
it's location. It's location. People don't want to travel to international sometimes, especially to the plaza.
It's more than that. It's more from a comic standpoint. And here's what I mean. This gentleman has credits out the wazoo, right, Ken? Like he's been on tons of TV and tons of things. Very funny. But we live in a day and an age, if you are not just popping on social media, or you've already, or if you already established yourself with our age demographic who goes out and has disposable income, you are in a weird place where you can fall by the cracks of the wayside when it comes to going to a club and selling tickets. They got to pay for it for you, which is crazy because the guy's that funny, Jeff.
Yeah,
and
man.
it's a little disheartening. Like, damn, y'all don't know what y'all missing. And the people
Jeff,
who came, and we've talked about this before, the people who come when it's free tickets or $1 ticket are complete a-holes.
Jeff, I had to walk out, bro. It was a dude because it gives me anxiety.
Yeah.
And it was a dude that would not stop yelling the whole show.
The whole time.
And it was giving me anxiety because I wanted to go over there and slap him.
Yeah, yeah.
But then when you kick them out, they're like, well, what I do wrong? Because they've never been to a comedy show. Like they've never, like I don't think they've ever left their house, bro.
No. No.
Some of them come just to be loud.
Yes,
yo,
you're right.
You know that book you gave me, the book you recommended called On the Road.
Yeah.
Comedians on the Road, where I bought you a copy and I got a copy. I've been reading that, and I'm telling you, the horror stories in that book is brutal. I'm talking the big comedians.
You talking about the I Killed book, or it's another one?
It's On the Road, Stories of the Road. Yeah, I Killed, Stories from the Road.
Man, that's one of my favorite books, bro.
Dude, that is brutal listening to what these people went through.
Yeah,
we're talking the big guys. We're not talking little people. We're talking about people who became huge, who were living in the manager's house for a week. People were scared. Yeah,
sleeping on the couch or sleeping on the stage. We got a friend of ours who stayed on the stage of the actual comedy club because they didn't have a place to sleep.
Yeah, man.
But I mean, but I get it. But what do you do? I mean, if the club is not going to maintain, if the people in the club aren't going to walk over and say something, that's it. And it's not an easy book to read either. It's long because every story you're reading through every story.
Yeah, it was my bathroom book.
Agreed.
And I had it in my bathroom, bro, and I would pick it up and every 10, 15 pages. And I read that. I probably read that book 4 or 5 times, and I let somebody borrow it. And I have no idea who I let borrow, so I got to get another copy.
So it's all about famous comedians, right? And it's basically stories from the road, right? Like
from the road. My favorite stories, like the Chris Rock story about I'm the man in Detroit. He put that in top 5. That's actually in his movie. And the story about DL saying some lady came up to his door with a hatchet. Wow. And the story of Earthquake and them did a show for like the mayor or somebody in the city, and they didn't get paid, so they took TVs and drinks from the bar and filled the limousine up and left. Like, like really good comedy road stories, bro. Because you gotta think, man, you've been in this 25, 30 years. Something crazy done happened.
It has. Oh, yes,
something crazy done happened.
Yeah, it has. That's crazy, bro. I love the fact that they could be able to share that because people don't get to peek behind the curtain when it comes to comedy. Everybody has these misconceptions when they see us working. Like people think like they saw me with Chris Porter, so they think we just travel together everywhere.
Yeah.
Like, oh, where y'all going next? Like, no, we're not together, ma'am. He's gonna go back to Michigan, and I'm gonna stay here and go go to an unemployment line. But yeah, they they get all these misconceptions when they see people working together and whatnot. And I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna try to be careful because I don't want to be that guy. There's a lot of social media videos with comedians interacting with people in a crowd. And so many people see those videos, they think that's what a comedy show is supposed to be. So they think they're supposed to interact. They're supposed to like be the hype man for the joke. No. We thank y'all for coming out first off, but we don't need you.
But you know what that's about. That's about people who don't go to clubs and they see the Matt Rife videos. And I guarantee Matt Rife on the road right now, when he's trying to do a set, I mean, people are just yelling every 10 seconds, have to be yelling at him because they think
I would
that's what they
imagine.
do at his show. And I haven't been to one of
imagine.
his show, but I bet if we sat there, we'd go, God, he might have. Don't even say anything, just yell back.
They kicked Lisa Ann out of his show. Y'all saw that?
Yeah. What?
Lisa Ann. Y'all know Lisa Ann. You know that Lisa Ann. They kicked her out of his show.
Who Lisa Ann? Who that?
You know who Lisa Ann is, man. From the movie Nailin' Palin, the parody porn movie.
Oh, I don't know who that person is.
You don't know who Lisa Ann is?
Nah, I'm about to Google though. Is it
What?
gonna give me
Don't you Google it, because you know what happens.
yeah,
Your wife walk in and go,
it's
you
gonna take
nasty.
you somewhere you ain't ready for.
because I know Lisa Ann Walter, the comedian.
No, she ain't.
No, I don't think she's done it.
Yeah,
anymore.
she ain't telling no jokes, man. You have to know. She's famous.
Yeah, oh, man, I don't watch that stuff. You know. Me.
Okay, understood. Thank you. Dab on them. There you go.
I mean, I don't know.
Perfect,
Are
man.
there famous porn people now? I mean, back in the 80s and 90s, there was famous
Yeah.
porn actresses, but now it's all amateur, so you never know what the hell you see.
Yeah, and if I'm saying if I did watch it, because I don't. Yeah, it's a whole lot of people out there. It's like, yeah, it's a lot. It ain't like back.
I mean, you got to. I know Miguel knows all of them, but the rest of us don't.
They on his job, bro.
Hey man,
yeah,
we are bipolar as a show.
Yeah, we are.
We didn't even get Jeff emergency contact or nothing. It
real
better
quick.
be Lisa Ann.
That's funny. That's hilarious, man.
Dude,
Jeff,
you do realize I can't give. I can't tell you guys.
You can't.
Yeah.
Because there's like 50 people who go, I'm not your contact.
Ooh, that's right. That's why I was asking,
People
because I
get
wanted to know
mad.
that.
Yeah,
Yes, they
people
do.
they're at least, and people go, that's your ICE number. Who's your ICE number?
Yeah,
that's a
I
problem.
wouldn't. But I wouldn't care. Maybe because if it's
People
not
do.
my spouse,
If you're not married, that's where it gets tricky. We're married, of course, it's our spouse.
Yeah,
He's not, and people like him, and he likes people, and they assume that I must be the person.
Oh, you
that
can't understand.
call.
There'd be a fight between Craig,
Yeah.
my office manager,
Yeah.
other people. Yeah, they go, is it more important than me? And I don't want to say, no, there's somebody I know who will pick up the phone. This has nothing to do with whether I love you more,
Craig
I
ain't
care
pick
about
up the
you more.
phone, he in the
My
gym.
emergency situation
Ah,
means
he
that
up there
you are going to
throwing
call
weight.
it up if I'm dying. It don't mean you're the funniest guy I know.
Well, and if that's the case, then I need to make it Dwayne.
Wow.
Yes.
Sean gonna be late. Sean gonna be late.
She gonna be late, and he'll pick the phone up.
I want you to know something. I can see your wife at your funeral. I was doing something else.
Yeah,
She's gonna be late
My
to the
bad.
funeral.
I'm sitting there. She's sitting there like when I fell off the fence in the backyard. I called her 3 times. I'm back there just like. I guess this is it.
I got a question. Are you sure you're hers?
Yeah, I don't. If I ain't, I don't know about me.
Have you ever, I want you to know something. I think you should. You might want to ask me. You'd go. She'd go. Well, baby, you don't want to be. You don't pick up your phone. She would look at you, baby. You're my eyes. I'm not your eyes.
Oh my goodness. Y'all don't go anywhere. We'll be right back right here on Real Laughs, Real Radio 104.1. Welcome back, family. You are still listening to Real Laughs right here on Real Radio 104.1. I'm still your host, Mr. James John, joined in virtual studio with some really good friends of mine, fellow comedians, Mr. Guy Torrey's little brother, aka Ken Miller, in the house. And I got Jeff Kaufman from the law offices of Kaufman and Lynn, and he is a comedian as well. Now, we were just talking about the fact that we have emergency contacts, and Ken's emergency contact for his wife may not be him. Right now, we might go ahead and check it. It might be an AKA sister or something like that.
Might be, yo. Might be. That means I can go get on stage.
There you go.
Hey, man, I be performing.
There you go, brother. I be performing.
That actually wouldn't be a bad set, doing a whole thing about the ice thing. I think you get 2 or 3 minutes out of that one. So, Ken, next Thursday, you got your bit. You found out that you're not your wife's ice.
I love how you really think I write that good.
I think you are a great writer. I thought the material you brought last time, I was going, wow, that was good. And you were like surprised. I love
Bro.
how you get surprised that you're good at this.
Jeff,
Yes.
I'm married, B. Stop flirting with me, man.
That's funny. That's
Stop
funny.
flirting with me, bro. Boom, dab on him.
Hey, don't forget, let's mention that right now. Don't forget, people. That's right. If you guys want to
Ooh,
come
back.
see the next All for the Money show at downtown Orlando at the corner, it is me, Miguel Colon Jr., Jeff Kaufman, and Ken Miller. We're doing a brand new 10-minute set that you've never heard before. It's a new reason to come out and see us and love what we get to do, guys. And it's an opportunity to win some great cash prizes. That's right.
And
All
it's
for the money.
free.
And it's free. Complimentary.
I'm doing Dave Chappelle.
Wow.
Women be shopping.
Women be shopping, B.
Can't stop a woman for shopping.
If you guys want to get more
I called my girl on the
information,
cell phone. I said, "What you doing?" She said, "Shopping."
women be shopping. For more information, get tickets. You guys go to whenyouneedus.com/events to get your tickets right now. It's going to sell out quick. Y'all better get your tickets now. Move. It's complimentary. You get to play games with us, interactive audience games. You get to see brand new 10 minutes performed by us. You guys are going to absolutely love it. That's right. Now, Ken, you said you had something you wanted to talk to us about, man, because you saw something kind of crazy.
So it's been floating across TikTok, Facebook, and Reels and everything. I don't know if you guys out there watch the show called The Floor. I've never watched it. I've just seen clips of it.
I've seen
we got
clips.
two guys here locally. A comedian, Eugene Torres, was on there, and Gene. What is Gene last name? Gene McGee,
the place to be.
Yeah, who did really well. Like him and Rob Lowe really had a good friendship going on there, man. Yeah. And it's like Jeff, it's like you sit up there with somebody and then something pops on the screen and you have to say what it is. Then it's your turn. So it'd be like, DC Comics, right? So it'd be like, oh, Batman, and Superman, Aquaman, and you got to know it. So the clip that's been floating around is a lot of these white people didn't know a lot of black people when it popped up, right?
You don't say.
So one was Ken Griffey Jr., one was Steph Curry. What? One was Steve Harvey. One was Dennis Rodman. Somebody didn't know the Proud Family. Dude, the lady thought T-Pain, that Mr. T was T-Pain. She said T-Pain.
Wow.
Wait, hold on. Are these? You said it's filmed in Ireland, though.
But yeah, it's all American people.
It's all Americans. They fly them.
All Americans.
They fly the Americans into Ireland to do this show.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah,
and it's still cheaper than shooting the damn show here.
Yep. Yep. What does that tell you about California, bro?
I don't know, man. You have Atlanta, you have Michigan, you have Louisiana, those all of Canada. That's where everyone shoots because they get the tax benefits. Like Florida, we used to be really good. We shot a lot of shows here.
We were on the cusp.
Well, the governor at the time threw away the deductions.
Yep.
So like Burn Notice went away that day.
It sure did.
The minute without no taxes, Burn Notice went. Poof.
All the Disney production, they used to do the Hulk Hogan boat show, all it went away. They used to do the Nickelodeon game shows, they all went away. Right there. I was there. I was working at Universal at the time. I was about to be famous.
No,
yeah, it's crazy, man. The people that they did not know.
Yeah, I mean, Dennis Rodman.
Do you think that's realistic when they say this, though? I mean, when you really think about it, I mean, it is true. I've tried cases where we've talked about, witnesses, and if you're black and he's white or the other way, that, there is a definite inability of people from different races to not recognize each other.
But okay, well, I get what Ken's saying though, because there are certain people who just transcend knowing them because of their color. They're just that big of a celebrity. Like everybody knows Dennis Rodman, like all his stuff he used to be in the news for.
But Jeff, this
Steve Harvey.
But that's the Steve Harvey one is the one that's really trending because it's a clip of Gene like you don't know it's the mustache like he's like you don't know Steve like
Steve Harvey. Yeah,
it's hilarious, bro. And you're right, Jeff. I get it. But
remember that reporter mixed up Forrest Whitaker with with Fishburne.
No, wasn't Fishburne.
I thought it was Lawrence.
It was Samuel L. Jackson. Because
that was a commercial. But they were saying you did an AT&T commercial or something. But
no, that was a newscast.
Yeah, it was a newscast.
And it was Samuel L. Jackson.
He was like, he thought he was somebody else. He's like, that's the other black guy, bro.
Yeah.
Could you imagine you're on national TV and that happens to you?
Can you imagine?
You're done.
And Samuel L. Jackson's the wrong brother.
Yeah.
to tell something like that too.
But hey, what's funny is the one white guy got right was Cleveland from the Cleveland show.
That is
That's the only one. The
guy.
one white guy,
Not even a
got
real
right.
black guy.
The
God
Cleveland,
dang.
bro.
He knew the cartoon black guy. That's
He
right.
knew
that's
that's
one.
yeah, that's it. But
And Mushmouth from Fat Albert. That's all he knows.
yo,
It was a
hey, what was
keep-a-doobie
killing me
doobie.
was I couldn't even be mad at him because a lot of them white actresses I ain't know. I know them, but I didn't know their name. Like I didn't know Dakota Fanning. I know her face. I didn't know her name.
Dakota
I
Fanning?
I know her face. I just didn't know her name.
And after Madam Web, you might want to forget her.
But
Jesus.
then then it was like another white lady with like short hair. I was like, "Ooh, she from the American President." But I didn't know her name. I would have said the movie title.
Annette Bening.
Yes, that's her, bro.
Yeah.
I would have been like,
Well, she's married.
President.
She's married to
Warren Beatty.
Warren Beatty. Yeah.
Yeah. See, I know. See, Hollywood stuff. I know. Movies like names. I know. That's my wheelhouse.
So that's the clip. You get a chance. I actually posted it on my Facebook and my Instagram. So you get a chance. You'll see them messing up all the people. But I really posted it because Gene was like, the Gene face is what took it for me, man. Because if you don't know that mustache, that right there is what made it hilarious to me.
That is hilarious, bro. How you not going to everybody? Because he's one of those names. He's a household name at this point.
Like right now,
bro.
Steve got 10 TV shows. How do you not know?
Yeah,
Steve
but he's on the hot list right now.
Yeah, but you still should know who he is.
Well, you should know him then if you're on the hot list. You should know who he is.
I'm on the hot list with my HOA. They know who I am.
That's funny. They know your name, son.
Oh, you think they call you by your name? Okay.
Yeah, they know me. Dude. But okay, so like Steph Curry, I felt like they should have got. Okay, like for me, they didn't get Tracy Ellis Ross, and I can understand.
I can understand maybe Tracy Ellis Ross.
But I felt
Steph
like
Curry.
Steph Curry, they should have got Steph. I feel like you should know Steph Curry. You know Absolutely. What I mean? Like I like, but some of them I got. I wasn't that upset. Like they didn't know Ken Griffey Jr. I mean, Ken Griffey ain't been around for a while, so yeah, I totally got that as well. But the Steve Harvey one is the one that got me though. That I think that's the one that really got everybody that they didn't know Steve. But that was it, man. That was it, man. And like I said, if you get a chance, you can go to my Instagram page, Ken Miller Comedy. If you want to see the video, I posted it. It's hilarious.
That's funny. And let's go ahead and shout out Eugene Torres and Gene McGee, who are both on it, both local guys that we know.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
that's really cool.
Yeah, good for them.
I was going to actually ask y'all something, man. Oh God. Okay, James.
No, I ain't got a job.
Yeah, that makes
you pulled a Ken Miller. Hey, you pulled a Ken Miller. Forgot what you about to talk about.
Yeah, man. I was gonna ask a real good question, by the way.
You're gonna be halfway through, and you're gonna be like, "Oh, that's what it." I remember that, man.
No, I asked y'all about the emergency contact person because I wondered if you're not married, how you answer that question, and do people get mad?
But there was something else. That's what you do.
You lie. Don't do that, bro.
Yeah, but for me, it has to be somebody that you know. If it's not a family member, it wouldn't be my girlfriend. If we're not like
it
that,
be a girl we dating.
It had to be
how long?
Yeah, now if it was somebody we done moved in and shacked up together, then yes.
Yeah.
I can see that, yes.
My people.
But yeah, it'd definitely be a family member if I was not married. That'd definitely be my
that's I'm dying on the street. Who's gonna pick up?
That's what it's supposed to be. That's why I was asking.
I know some people do it out of guilt. They go, no, I'll make it you. You gonna die.
Yeah.
You know, that's for better or worse. That's where that came from. For better or worse, you ain't picking up when I'm in the street. That's why.
And also, what is the contact supposed to do?
Call 911 for it. Do something.
No, if I get into a car accident and the police are there, they pick up my phone and they see my emergency contact. Well, they just go call and hey, kid.
Yes, be at the hospital. There's decisions to be
at the hospital. Yo, he's going to the hospital right now. He's unconscious. There's some decisions.
You the plug puller, man.
I already got it. I already got it on me. Tattoo. Resuscitate. Freeze my body. Because in 100 years,
bury me with Walt. That's what he's saying.
And if you want to cremate me, just put me next to my mama, baby. Same box, son. Put me in the box with my Dukes.
Bro,
that's his cardboard condo.
Let me ask you a question, bro. You got your mama's ashes next to you. Where are they supposed to be?
I don't even know, bro.
There's no rule. On a mantle. Yeah. Some people
don't go on a mantle. Like, don't they got? Are they in something, Ken, or you got them in a Ziploc?
No. She's in a bag.
It's like a
There's
black
a zippy
box
in there,
but
it's like a big black box, bro.
It's not like the urn or anything like that.
But I told you with the urn.
Would you opt for the wood? You couldn't pay $50 for like the urn.
No, so when they send it to you, they don't send it in an urn.
Hold it up, Ken, so we can see it.
Yeah, they don't send it in an urn.
Hey,
They send it in
mama.
a box.
Okay.
And so I had to
Man, that's like that's a humidor, man.
Yo, and
You open that thing up, you
If
might
you
find
got
some cigars
cigars in
from
there with your
North.
mama, Ken.
Hey Jeff, what's crazy? I told you the story. I had to take a cup and put ashes in urns to send to my brothers and sisters. Because my
How'd you
mama,
send it?
because
I know what you
minute.
did. He was on his porch smoking a cigar and just kept ashing.
Yeah, bro.
He knows he did that
Hey,
too.
They
How'd
send
you
it.
send
They
it?
send. They send UPS. They send you the ashes via UPS. Because once she passed, they have to cremate her. And my mama's a big lady, so once they cremated her, they sent it to me and everything. And once I got them, yes, they UPS. You never heard them stories of people ashes get lost? Yeah, they UPS.
Why would you
them
send
to
it UPS? Why would you do it FedEx?
I don't know. I ain't the company that sent them.
Could you imagine?
That's the
I'm not
company I
trusting the
hired.
government to get my mother home.
No, UPS, not USPS, Jeffrey.
Oh, okay.
Oh
the
yeah,
brown
yeah,
guys?
UPS.
brown.
No, yeah.
Get it?
brown.
Because the ash is
package.
brown.
That's funny. Kid put seasoning in his mama ashes instead of
Yo, my mama a box of adobo up in here, bro. Dab on them, dab on them.
Oh, we got a minute and a half to go before we have to leave here, guys. Thank y'all for tuning in one more time with Real Laughs. Ken, where you gonna be this weekend, brother?
Well, tonight, right now, I'm at my church. Oh, never mind. Let me take that back. I ain't supposed to talk about that. I'm at Don't Tell right now, doing a late show at Don't Tell. And then this weekend, I'm gonna be opening for Guy Torrey at the Orlando Funny Bone. And Guy will be joining us tomorrow night on Real Laughs.
That's beautiful, man. This Wednesday, I'm going to be at Visani. I'm doing a one-nighter out there. And then I'm going to be in Port St. Lucie. That's right, Port St. Lucie for Casey and Spaz. Y'all check me out. Go to my social media if you guys want to get tickets. That's where it'll be for you guys. Jeff, where you going to be this weekend, brother? What you got
Friday
going on?
night, I'm going to be with Ross Pageant at Bonkers in Deltona.
There you go.
I'm
That's a great
opening
room.
for him, so it's just him and I. So
That's a great room, brother.
Bring some folks out to that, Jeff. It's a
room, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I got a table. They don't get free. That's you know how good it is.
And they don't pay.
Comp tables.
Yeah, you got to pay. Yeah, there ain't no comp in there. No comp in there.
Not at all. I want to remind everybody who's listening right now, if you don't follow us on social media, please do that right now. Go to Instagram and follow us. Go to Facebook and follow us. Go to YouTube. That's right. If you want to see these beautiful faces, to go with these smooth, velvety voices, y'all go to YouTube right now. Subscribe, like, comment, and please share all the hilarious so we can keep this train going. Thank y'all. On behalf of myself, your host tonight, Mr. James John, Mr. Guy Torrey's little brother, Ken, a.k.a. Ken Miller Comedy, and also Mr. Jeff Kaufman from Kaufman and Lynn. Ken, tell them what they need to do.
Take your ass to bed. Dab on them.
And we out.